Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my Lucha Underground review for Season 2, Episode 6, and this episode is called Gift of the Gods Ladder Match, because that was the main event of the show. And this episode was taped on November 21st, 2015, and it aired on March 2nd, 2016. And we had Matt Striker and Vampiro on commentary for this show. I think they're just going to do commentary for Lucha Underground until like one of their contracts went out, but that's whatever. First thing we see is Mil Muertes is backstage, and he's upset with Katrina because he's having Prince Puma and Pentagon Jr. fight each other, and instead he just wants to beat the crap out of them and send them right into the abyss. And Katrina says that if it wasn't for me, you would have been sent right into the abyss. So Mil Muertes grabs her by the throat and lifts her up, and Mil Muertes demands it and a match with them, and she says no. So he puts her down, and that was pretty much the segment. I actually like this though because it sets up to something later on in the show, which I knew was going to be coming, but I still liked it. And then we had the first match on the show. It was Sexy Star versus Cobra Moon. This is Sexy Star's first match since Ultima Lucha, and the first time we've seen her since the storyline went down with Marty the Moth Martinez. But I thought they had a good match here. Cobra Moon was very methodical in this match, slowly picking apart Sexy Star. Sexy Star eventually mounts a comeback. During the match, the Mac comes out and watches the match, and Sexy Star gets Cobra Moon into a surfboard submission move, and during this, Marty the Moth Martinez comes out, and he's watching like from a distance, and this distracts Sexy Star long enough for Cobra Moon to turn it into the I think it's not the Death Valley Driver, but the reverse. It's the Gulak, pretty much. I forget what they call it, but the deadly submission move, and she wins because Sexy Star taps out, and that was pretty much that. It's built into more stuff with Marty the Moth Martinez and Sexy Star, and I'm wondering if Cobra Moon is going to end up being the sister, because I think that would make sense, and they could build to a tag team match with Marty the Moth Martinez and Cobra Moon versus the Mac and Sexy Star, but obviously we'll have to wait and see on that one. But I like this match. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was good. Then we had another famous B vignette, and he said that he's going to make people famous. He talks about how he's been fighting people in the temple, and he shows them beating up 2 Max luchadors right behind him. He gives them the phone number and saying that they have a chance to be famous. We see that El Dragon Azteca Jr. was watching this on his television, and Rey Mysterio Jr. turns it off and says that you have to train. There's not a lot of TV time. And El Dragon Azteca Jr. is wondering what Rey Mysterio Jr. is training him for, and he says immortality or something like that. And that was pretty much the segment. I liked it though. I kind of like that it showed that people are watching the show as it's happening, and I also like that El Dragon Azteca Jr. I don't think it's really a show; it's supposed to be a commercial, but I kind of like that El Dragon Azteca Jr. They're building something for him. I don't know when we're gonna see him, but I liked it. And then we had a video package for King Cuerno. He talks about how he's such a hunter. He talked about how he's picked apart the Phoenix, and he said that he's going to kill the Phoenix tonight, and have his head on his mantle. And he also says that the best type, he doesn't want to just be a hunter, he wants to be a god. And when he climbs the ladder and gets the Gift of the Gods Championship, he'll be known instead of a hunter as a god. And then we had the next match. It was Prince Puma versus Pentagon Jr. I thought this was a really good match here. I thought the first match was a little better, mainly because it had a finish, but I still really like this match. Prince Puma is taking it into the beginning to Pentagon Jr., but Pentagon Jr. hits a sling blade, and Prince Puma actually lands on his feet. I don't think I've ever seen anybody land on their feet after a Sling Blade. I thought that was really impressive. But then Pentagon Jr. hits a second one, which sends Prince Puma out on the floor. Then Prince Puma hits a springboard clothesline, and he starts taking it to Pentagon Jr. He hits the backflip right onto the outside onto Pentagon Jr. And then he goes for, while he's upside down, went for some type of move, but Pentagon Jr. hits a drop kick onto him, and he dominates Prince Puma for a while. But then Prince Puma starts to mount a comeback. He hits the Northern Light suplex into the Brainbuster, and he goes for the 630, but Pentagon Jr. reverses it and throws him into the corner, hits the lung blower onto him, and he goes to break Prince Puma's arm, and Mil Muertes comes out, and Mil Muertes actually wasn't up on his throne watching this show this time. He actually came out, and he breaks his sling, revealing that his arm's actually okay, and he attacks Pentagon Jr., hits the choke slam onto him, which causes Pentagon Jr. to win the match by disqualification, but I still really like the match. I gave it 3.5 stars. And Prince Puma tries to fight back by hitting a super kick on him, but it has no effect on Mil Muertes. He takes him out, and he spears both of them, and then he takes both of them and hits a double, what's it called? A double flatliner onto both of them, and stands tall, holding his Lucha Underground Championship up tall. So I really like this segment. I thought it really established Mil Muertes as a strong champion again, and I pretty much predicted on the last episode that this was going to happen, so I like, that they did it. So I liked it. And then Mil Muertes and Katrina were backstage, and Katrina says that all Mil Muertes needed was some motivation. So Mil Muertes says that he wants to defend his championship against Prince Puma and Pentagon Jr. on the next episode in a 3-way match. And I guess Katrina grants him the match. But I like this. It sets up the main event for the next episode. Then we had the main event. Well, before that, they announced that in 3 episodes, which will be episode 9, they're bringing back Aztec Warfare, and this time the winner will face Mil Muertes for the Lucha Underground Championship. You could say this is a spoiler because this gives away the main event, but you got to remember the commentators don't really know much about the backstage segments, so they don't really know that match was even made yet. But I'm looking forward to Aztec Warfare again. I'm really excited about it. I hope he gets some new faces, some returns and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to Aztec Warfare, so can't wait to see it. Then we had the main event. It was a ladder match for the Gift of the Gods Championship. Gift of the Gods Champion King Cuerno versus Phoenix. This was a great ladder match. It's really hard to have a bad ladder match, but this one I thought was great. Phoenix immediately just goes right after King Cuerno. He hits a super kick on him, and then he hits a flip dive right onto the outside, and he goes to grab the championship, but King Cuerno tips the ladder over, and he stomps a mud hole right into Phoenix. He sets a ladder up into the corner and power bombs Phoenix onto it, and he's not done there. He methodically picks apart Phoenix. He sets up 2 ladders on the outside and leads him up against the ring, and he hits like a front face suplex onto Phoenix on the outside. He throws him into a stack of chairs on the outside, throws him into the post, throws him into another ladder. He just picks Phoenix apart pretty much until eventually when he goes for a suplex off a ladder, Phoenix fights out of it and pushes him off the ladder, and Phoenix from like on top of one of the buildings hits a flip dive right onto King Cuerno off the building. Well, not the building, but like one of the parts of the temple, which I loved. And then they continue to fight. Phoenix hits a super kick onto King Cuerno, and he throws him headfirst into the barricade, and they fight on top of the into the crowd. Phoenix hits a super kick onto King Cuerno, and then King Cuerno pushes Phoenix like off of the one of the balconies where the fans are hanging out, and he lands leg first on the ladder, which kind of takes out his leg, and he throws a ladder head first at him a second time. and he goes to grab the championship, but Phoenix hits a springboard dropkick right to the ribs, and then they both go to grab the title, and the ladder falls out, so they are both just hanging up right on the structure where the ladder's being held, and they both end up just falling off. Then King Cuerno hits a Thrill of the Hunt on Phoenix, and he's not done there though. He grabs a table, he goes to hit the Thrill of the Hunt off the second turnbuckle right onto Phoenix, and Phoenix fights out of it. He hits a double knees, sending King Cuerno through the table, and then he climbs the ladder, grabs the title, and wins. And Mil Muertes, who was back sitting on his throne during this match, watches, and now pretty much Phoenix at some point is going to be the #1 contender to the Lucha Underground Championship. Because I think now he's going to get the match. I think it's going to be Phoenix versus Mil Muertes. I think it makes the most sense for Phoenix to win this match because him and Mil Muertes have more of a history. Plus, Phoenix is a babyface, Mil Muertes is a heel. It kind of makes that dynamic makes more sense. And I feel like Phoenix is more ready now to get the title match than he was at the beginning of the season. So I kind of like that they did that storyline where he chased to get his championship back. So this match I thought was great, though. I gave it 4.5 stars. I like the way King Cuerno was wrestling, where he didn't want to just win the match. He wanted to pick apart Phoenix. So I just thought that stuff was great. And that was pretty much this episode of Lucha Underground. I thought it was a great episode. I'll give it a B+. You had it was more of a wrestling-based episode than what we're used to, but I thought you had 2 great to really good matches with Prince Puma versus Pentagon Jr. and King Cuerno versus Phoenix. I thought he did a really good job setting, next episode's main event with Mil Muertes, Prince Puma, and Pentagon Jr. I thought they really made him look really strong again because he really hasn't done much this season thus far because he's been injured. I liked the famous B vignettes and the Rey Mysterio Jr., El Dragon Azteca Jr. storyline, and I also like Sexy Star versus Cobra Moon. I thought that was good. So yeah, I'll give this episode a B+. I thought it was a great episode, and that's pretty much the end of this review. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell so that way every time I upload a video, you guys will get the notifications for it. And yeah, make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM brothers and all the Talking 80 YouTube channels. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.